We are recording.
Oh, okay then.
Hmm?
No, let's go ahead.
Marty was going to say an inappropriately timed joke.
Yeah, whatever.
Doing it
just-
first.
No,
right now.
no, I'm not doing them.
I'm gonna wait until you do it.
No, just do your little show here.
You're sitting in a new position. This is really weird.
What?
You're usually sitting over here.
Yeah, you and Ellie interchange depending on...
This is the guest spot, but when the guests
You take
here,
the guest spot? Okay.
yeah.
Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Day One Patch. I am Ryan Johnson, your host. And with me is Marty Isaacs,
Hello.
Matt Lawrence,
Hello.
and Adriano Petty.
Hello.
Got some alright stories today. Slow week,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But I guess we had a big news one last week just about the PS4 and everything. So it's kind of ironic that our story this week is an Xbox Live, Xbox event.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. They filed for a new domain, just called Xbox event, really.
I guess it doesn't matter what I've been playing this week.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Holy crap.
What?
You guys should be hosting, not me.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Marty. What are you playing?
I've been playing Skate 3 a lot. There's something about Skate 3 that keeps bringing me back. It's not a very good game by any means.
But isn't the Skate series overall like a well-recognized
It's-
good game?
Yeah, I think if Tony Hawk didn't exist, they wouldn't be reviewed as good as they are, because
so you're saying-
they're better than Tony Hawk. That's what makes them good games.
Tony Hawk was good though, man.
What
Tony
happened
Hawk
to
used to be
Underground
good.
was amazing.
Yeah,
And
Underground.
too.
I remember playing the first game of that. The original PS game.
I remember it too.
I played that
yeah.
too. Yeah.
Killer soundtrack.
Holy crap.
I hated Thug though. I didn't like Thug.
I liked it. The first one was good. The second one was bad with like Bam Margera and everybody.
You didn't like the second one?
It was
like-
goofy.
Remember Bigfoot?
I remember Bigfoot.
On like the chainsaw,
skateboard. Yeah.
It was too over the top.
It was
too,
it was
I don't know.
goofy.
I enjoyed it. I had fun.
Yeah. Anyway, Skate 3.
High School 3.
Yeah.
Matt?
I've been playing actually some Scribblenauts on the Limit on my Wii U a little bit.
That's a good one, Matt.
It's something new there.
I love Scribblenauts.
And I've been attempting to play Crisis 3.
Attempting.
Some
What does that mean?
well, basically
The microtransactions are really killing them. That's what's happening.
none of that. No, it's a really high end game, and I've updated my drivers, and then they got corrupted, and
But now, Matt,
Stuff
you
like
keep
that.
telling me you have like a humongous PC.
my
Packed
PC
full
can
of
run
features.
it. My PC can run it. What happened was I had it running perfectly, and then I had 60 FPS everywhere, great for my life, and then I updated my drivers the next day, and something happened, and everything started crashing, like everything. So I had to do a whole new chipset drivers, new GPU drivers, the whole pack, and everything's back to normal now.
Okay, that's good. But how do you like Crisis so far?
I'm I think, based on like some reviews I've seen, I think I'm a 50% the way through it.
Okay.
Because apparently it's pretty short, and it's fantastic.
I was going to either play Crisis 2 next or restart Mass Effect as FemShip. Trying to decide between the two.
Have
Mass
you
Effect,
tried Warhead though? Crisis Warhead.
That's the expansion for the first one?
It's the second game actually, technically. What it is in the first game,
Your teammates separate, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So you play as Psycho in
Yeah.
the first.
I don't. That's PC only. I want to play that, but I
is
don't.
it only? Oh,
It's not available for the console.
If
And
you can play it though, it's really good.
I would like to. Unfortunately, I don't have a computer that would be able to run it. Because on the Xbox port, it is technically a port. There's no retail copy available for Crisis. It's digital only. One of the
First
few.
one, right? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
One of the few only digital games I have on Xbox. That's the only way you can get it.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You can't get it retail. It's really disappointing. But it's either going to be Crisis 2 or I'm going to redo the Mass Effect trilogy next.
I didn't like Crisis 2, but I would do if I were you, I'd do it first because it's pretty short.
Yeah, but I have to play them in order. You know me.
That's true.
So wait, now, if you had to play them in order, but you can't play that the pack that.
There are like it's a side mission almost.
Okay.
Like there are like I can't play. I'll never be able to play Assassin's Creed Liberation. Last Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation or Assassin's Creed Liberation
Wait.
for the PSP.
For the Vita.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot the name of it. What do you mean? Is that one in order of anything? Or?
Is it called Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation or is it Assassin's Creed
I
Liberation?
think it's just Liberation.
This is Liberation. Yeah.
Yep.
And the new one's called Assassin's Creed 4
Yes.
Black Flag. See, like that, I know I'll probably never be able to play it. I have to make peace with that, and I'll have to ignore that as part of the series.
Well,
You don't have to play it anyway.
it's
a-
pretty crap.
but
a bad game.
if I could though, I would
Okay.
because it is Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
game. But
And what have you been playing then?
I finished Dead Space 3. That was enjoyable Question mark.
See now, but the last couple of weeks you were like ecstatic about.
I was really excited, and it
That's
starts off really good. When you're in space and you're in the ship, and like you have the free roam space because you're out there and you have ship parts all around you, and you have a giant planet below you. That's probably the most memorable parts of the game. But then as soon as it got down onto the planet, that's when the game kind of lost me. A lot of the areas are repeated and redundant, and yeah.
Do you think they rushed to get it out, or just
No, I think they just got lazy.
they got lazy? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that part free roam 2 on the planet?
Sorry.
Is it free roam 2? Because you said it's free roam in space.
It is more free roam than I thought it would be on the planet. Like when you get down on the planet, like you have your different locations and you have your coordinates set. Like you say your main mission is going to take you to the right,
Right.
and if you want to say I want to do this optional mission now, and it's going to take you to the left. You can at any point in that optional mission go back and redo it. But besides your right and left, you also do have a bunch of other spaces around you. And I would go explore, and I thought, okay, these are just dead ends, and I'll get like a piece of loot here, and I'll go back. But no, it kept on going.
That's pretty cool.
It's more open than I thought it would be.
That's pretty cool.
But I needed to start something new, I guess. So I stuck in Super Mario Galaxy today.
That
I have that on my shelf.
fantastic.
I
Rock and roll.
never played that.
It's fantastic.
But it took me a week to start that because I've been watching so much goddamn Doctor Who and Torchwood. I've ripped through season 3 and season 1 of Doctor Who and Torchwood. It's so good.
All right, and I've been playing Flower, which is actually a really good game. It's really short, and there's not a lot of game mechanics to it, but it's just a nice way to pass time, I guess.
Not the download game in it on PS3.
Yeah, and I last week I had mentioned that like you buy the disc, you buy the disc. It comes with 3 games: Flower, Flow, and Journey, all by the same
Right.
game company. That's the company actual name, and you pop it in, and it wants you to install it from the CD. So you install it, and it shows up like a downloadable game, but once the disc is out, you can't play it. So the disc needs to be in, but you install the game anyway. So
Now, how big's the install though? Is it just like a small file or?
I think Flower. I could be wrong, but I think it was like 800 megs, something like that.
Oh my god. It's gotta defeat
Good
the
old
purpose.
CD size.
Yeah, that's right. And I've been playing with the Black Ops, like always. So
I've been playing that too with you. Yeah.
Black Ops is the in-between game. You just play it before the next game comes out.
I won't be playing it after SimCity comes out.
At all?
Not for a while. That game is fantastic.
Matt, we need you to intercept the bullets while we fire
fuck,
back.
I die so much.
So, and Marty, time for apps with Marty. And,
Apps with Marty.
You started this review today,
Yeah,
so let's hear your fresh review.
it's fresh.
Yeah.
It's Real Racing 3 is now free now. Do you know how much it was previously?
There was no price. It was just released like last Tuesday,
Oh, okay.
and it is now a free game.
Okay.
I can check app history.
Yeah.
There's an app to see when it was released and what price it was.
You should do that. Anyway, Real Racing 3, I'll start off with saying this is a pretty great looking game. The graphics on it are pretty sick. Not so much your environments, but the cars look rather nice. There's I can choose between 4 cars right now. Of course, I can't afford them. There's a social network connectivity. You got your Facebook. I don't really want to send invites to people, to be honest. What you saying?
New app on February 27th, free.
No, like a couple days ago then.
Yeah, it was never fixed. There was never a price to it.
No, you told me it was free. You said it just went free.
It is free.
No, it's
I
always.
said-
Is
there was a
it
free
free
game, Real
or did
Racing.
it go free?
You said
it
it.
is free.
You said it went free.
Well, technically it did.
I guess so. Anyway, the cool thing is you can upgrade your cars. They have this little service tab at the end of every race, and you actually have to upgrade your tires, and you have to get your oil change. The thing that bugs me about this though is that when you do that, it actually has to repair it. So it's a little counter comes up and it says you have to wait 5 minutes for your car repairs to be done, and that's real time. So you have to sit there and wait for your upgrades.
Well,
to
Like
finish.
a real goddamn repair shop.
Yeah.
It should take 30 seconds and they time theft you.
I guess you probably buy new cars in the game, right?
Yeah.
So I guess you would have like another car to race while your other car is being repaired.
Yeah, I don't.
Eventually, once you get past the first couple
Now,
stages.
Yeah.
can microtransactions fix this?
You can. There is microtransactions, and you can buy money. You can buy the currency in the game to speed up the repair
There it is.
the repair times.
Well, I should mention this is an EA game.
EA games.
This is EA, yeah.
They have that nice old EA title card as soon as you launch it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
It's up there forever too. But right now I'm kind of stuck here waiting for my upgrades because I don't have enough money to buy another car yet.
Okay.
And so it's kind of annoying actually because I just want to sit here and race instead. I got to wait for my car to finish. But there's some cool race modes. I think there was up to 16 cars on screen at once, which is pretty sweet. I noticed my iPad heated up pretty fast.
That's just a side effect of being an iPad 3.
Yeah. Well, I lost like 20% in 20 minutes.
It does that as well.
And I could have cooked an egg on it. There's a couple of different race types you got here. You have like a... You have
That'd be an
your
amazing add-on.
Cook an egg.
cook an egg.
Yeah.
They should market
just
that.
just an app to launch it. It just runs the battery, and then you flip it over. And
You can do that with Infinity Blade, which went free a couple weeks ago, but I think the price is back on it.
I think I already own that actually. Continue, Marty.
Anyway, there's head-to-head racing. There's, like I said, you can have up to 16 cars on screen at once. There's drag racing, which is pretty fun, and there's a couple different game modes. It's free, so get out there and download it. I'm actually quite addicted to it because I'm playing it right now during the podcast. So I recommend you go play this. As for controls, it's pretty simple. There's no gas button. It just automatically goes by itself. There's a brake. And there's also steering assist and brake assist on here. So it's actually quite easy to control your car. But I usually just ram everybody until I get to the front. It seems to work for this game.
I see Marty redlining over there.
Yeah, probably.
Should probably turn it down, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Distortion!
Just talk a couple bit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna talk a couple bit. Anyway,
You're good.
I recommend going and downloading this. Real Racing 3, people.
I just want to mention that this is the first time they added side mirrors and rear view mirrors to Real Racing.
Is it only free? Is it only like in car view?
No.
You can switch it.
There's multiple camera views.
That's pretty cool.
Also-
in-car is going to be my view choice.
Nah, I don't like the in-car.
I love
I
in-car.
gotta see my car.
Also, Marty, I don't know if you played the Real Racing 2.
See it in the fucking menus. That's when you see it.
Menus. Thanks for saying that word. It
Okay.
reminded me something. Terrible, terrible, terrible menus in this game. All right, I'm gonna bring it up and show you.
You know the viewers can't see.
I know, but
No, I'm showing Ryan.
it looks like a magazine.
That's
Yeah,
what
I-
you said. It
yeah.
looks like a magazine.
Yeah, he passed it to me. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this.
Yeah.
I have no idea what to do. You see all this?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I haven't ventured out there yet. There is so much on this frickin' screen, and I don't know what it is. I've just been clicking on
It
that.
looks nice, but it looks like pandemonium as well.
Yeah, it doesn't look like... No. There's nothing to do.
But yeah, I just wanted to mention
There's your face!
that's me. That's
Oh.
why.
See, I don't know.
Oh, I guess Game Center.
You're in this
Yeah,
magazine.
it went through your contacts.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they added this feature to this one as well. But with Real Racing 2, you can use your Apple TV, send the game to your Apple TV, and just use your iPad as a controller. And so you had your own little game console.
Can you do it with that one?
I'm not sure. I would imagine because that was a pretty cool feature of Real Racing 2.
I've not come across anything like that yet.
You just have to do it. There's no like option for it. You just AirPlay it to your Apple
Okay.
TV.
Rock and roll then.
Yeah. And this app was actually shown at the Apple keynote. I think when they were announcing the fourth iPad, or maybe it was the iPhone 5. They're announcing one of them, but they showed this app off. And one of the cool features is you can race against a friend without racing at the same time. So you do your run on the track, and then they race against you.
So it's time trial.
Yeah.
It's time travel.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
No, it's not time travel. Time
Oh.
trial.
Okay.
Time travel.
But yeah, I guess it would have to be that.
Anyway, it's pretty cool. There's a good sense of progression. I feel like I'm leveling up. I am currently driver level 2.
Good stuff, Marty.
Yeah, almost to
stuff.
3.
Boys, make sure you avoid those ditches.
And it says right here that I have 1 out of 46 cars owned. So there are 46 vehicles in this game.
That's not a bad amount, actually. That's pretty good.
It's a pretty great game for an iPad, considering it's free as well.
But go more into the microtransactions. Is it just for currency that you can buy, or could I just like outright buy a car?
I could tell you if there wasn't a connection error.
Oh, okay. That was Apps with Marty. Thank you very much. Okay, then now we'll move on to our first story, and this is the Xbox event. Are you guys surprised at all that that Microsoft's doing this?
Nope.
And why is that?
Because the Sony one was fairly successful, I would say.
I can see them there just like when it was first teased. Like the people at Microsoft being like, "Oh, fuck! Why didn't we think of that?" They're scrambling through their papers and starting to let's find a hall. Let's get a guest list going. And
I love how people scramble through papers. Like, what is that accomplishing? What are they looking for? But yeah, and this is they also rumor was that it's coming out in April, that they're gonna just have the presentation like Sony's. Is that a good time frame? Do you think?
yeah, halfway point between halfway point between Sony's and E3s. So
Yeah, I guess
Do you think that they're going to release it this year if it is the 720 or whatever?
definitely. They
Mhm.
have to. They're not gonna have what happened to PS3 happen to them.
The only thing that Microsoft has going for them is like timing. They release first. They get content first. They get content exclusively for a certain time. That's their saving grace.
But I know a lot of people that because they have a 360 now, probably because of the timing, are going to get the next Xbox even if PlayStation comes out first.
For me, it's gonna be very much dependent on
Timing.
on what they also do at their thing. Like so, Sony's already like kind of shoved down the rumor saying that they're not going to block used games. If I find out that Microsoft is going to do that, because that is a rumor that they're going to do
That rumor is
that-
still open for them. Yeah.
for
Yep.
Xbox.
For Xbox.
Yep,
Yeah.
then I'm
Yeah, like
out.
if they do that, that's an automatic
Yep, I'm
disqualification. I'm going to go
Sure.
with PlayStation.
done. I think I might
I
wait.
don't even buy used games, but just knowing that it does that, I'm not going to do it.
Now, will it be a launch day purchase for you guys, or will it be like for my opinion? I kind of want to wait a few months because of the whole Wii U incident where it's not good. Like,
Well, with me, I love PlayStation so much that I'm going to buy it launch day, regardless of either price or
the game,
what it
is, like,
does.
I say I'm going to buy a launch day, but then realistically, I won't have the money to actually do it.
That's what you said about the Wii U. Yeah.
But then again, I didn't have somebody to go in with it on the Wii U. Like my brother said he'd buy half of it.
But then
Oh,
again,
okay.
the Wii U, you didn't lose anything. You gained a lot. So I mean,
Yeah,
You
it was yeah.
But apart, like games are obviously the most important to us, right? I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. But apart from that, what's like the big thing that you want in a console?
not ads.
Good times.
Well, no, not what you don't, not what you don't want, but like what feature would like actually sell it for you?
Consistency.
Okay.
I don't want like 6 different models out there, and you have to look at your system requirements to see if
You
the
don't
game.
want to go on PC, right?
Yeah.
Creativity.
Nah, it doesn't even care too
Something
much.
new that
But
doesn't frickin' suck.
Yeah, but for yeah, it's what a little company called Nintendo tried that twice.
I like the Wii U. I love it.
You know what? I like Zombie U. I don't like the Wii U.
I like the Wii U.
Give it a year, you're gonna see it on the other ones.
I like the Wii U. The
Stop
games.
saying that.
I guarantee it.
Stop
It's
saying
gonna happen. You're gonna have Zombie X and Zombie
No
P.
one will
on-
buy it. 'cause
Zombie
it's, not, it's not that amazing. It's just the Wii U controller is amazing for it.
I found myself being fatigued by looking up and down constantly.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. Like, I was terrified because
Well, I understand the effect they're trying to go for,
It-
but
it
I'm
was
getting tired
terrifying.
of having to see. Oh, it tells me to look down. I gotta look down. And I gotta look back up.
you know what bothers me actually with both the DS and the Wii U obviously is it's awkward to hold the controller in one hand, get a stylus in the other, and like tap on the screen. I realize it's a light controller, but it kind of like it's so awkwardly shaped that your wrist starts to hurt because you're
They-
holding up the controller.
They should have just made it like a really nice touchscreen, like an iPhone or something like that, instead of having it with the stylus.
and yeah, as I say, let Apple sue them. It's not gonna happen.
No, but
Well, no.
it's resistive though, and it's not multi-touch compatible. Like the Wii U screen is not multi-touch. You
Yeah,
can't pinch
it's
to
really
zoom.
annoying.
There's buttons, zoom, yeah, and it's
Oh.
resistive. It's pressure. You put pressure on the screen.
Oh, that sucks.
It's a bad touchscreen actually.
Yeah, it isn't that great.
That sucks.
But for Zombie U, it was all right because it was like quickly swipe down to grab like something out of my backpack and then quickly swipe up. So I didn't really feel that effect.
Yeah.
But with Scribblenauts, when I'm typing, it's a problem.
Yeah. And the resolution on it could have been a little bit better. I felt
That's
the same
true.
way about the Vita. It could have just been a tiny bit better, and it would.
I love the Vita screen. The Vita's amazing.
No, everyone agrees the hardware is nice on the Vita. It's just there's not any games. It's the same problem with the Wii U.
Actually, that's the selling point for me for PS4 is the platform they have now. They have apps on tablets. They have the Vita they're going to release, and then they have the PlayStation 4 on the same platform. That's a selling point for me.
PlayStation
no.
Intelligent Mirror.
I'll see it when I believe.
Well, one thing that's crazy is that Microsoft announced the Smart Glass last E3, right? And
was
they now
crap.
have.
Well, it's a good name. I like that name.
It's useless though, right?
It's useless.
Yes.
But they always have cool names like SkyDrive and Smart Glass.
Yeah, those are
I like
cool.
those.
I like SkyDrive.
But
It's nice.
the thing is that Sony now is doing the same thing. They have apps coming out for iOS devices, Android devices.
It's just the functionality of
But
it.
wait. Let me
Okay,
finish.
yeah,
let me
sorry, go
finish.
ahead.
So basically, they've now completed what Microsoft their big selling point was with Smart Glass, and then they have the Vita, which can now do what the Wii U does. So the PS4 is basically both systems.
Yeah.
And the Vita has a not nicer screen. It's smaller and it's more manageable when touching the screen.
Yeah, you can type on the Vita one, like with your fingers. It's harder
I don't
to
like
type on the
touchscreen
Wii U.
keyboards.
They really dropped the ball with Smart Glass. It pisses me off. Like it's just little things. Like you can sign into your account. I don't know with the iPad one, but with the iPhone one,
You can't do anything with the iPhone one, by the way.
you can't. I can look at my account.
Mhm.
I can change my avatar, but I can only change it with the default stuff on the Xbox. Like anything that I unlocked that's on my system, I can't change it
Mhm.
on my thing. I would very much like to be able to buy something. If I want to buy a piece of DLC, I can't do it
Oh,
from that
that'd be
app.
fantastic. Yeah.
That would be so much easier. Just say buy it, and next time I boot that system, it just starts, or it just starts the system in the background and downloads it. You can't even buy stuff from the app.
It
See, now-
also
Oh, go
That's
ahead,
so
Matt.
stupid.
it also has or had a lot of compatibility issues with other devices. Like you'll boot it up on like a tablet and it'll be like this device is not supported, and I'm like, this is a mainstream tablet. The heck's going on here? They could have fixed that, but a couple months ago I tried it. Put that down.
But no, you're right. It would be so much easier. Like,
Yeah.
even for like, say you could just like turn on like your Xbox from your iPad or iPhone,
Yeah.
and like download a game so it's there when you get home.
Like I
That'd be
can't
awesome.
I can't sign in with I can't navigate my Xbox with this unless I sign in with the controller.
Yeah.
Unless you have auto sign in, which
Yeah.
some people do. I don't because there's like 3 or 4 profiles on it.
Yeah.
But I realize I'm like if I like let's say both my controllers broke and I wanted to navigate it, I'd be able to do this, but I need to hit A on my controller first, sign in, and then sign in with this. And it says connected with Smart Glass. Like little things like that.
Also, like The Walking Dead, AMC has that thing on their website that you can go to. I tried it out.
Story sync.
Yeah.
I use it every time.
AMC
Do you enjoy it,
Store
though?
Sync. I tried
I enjoy
once.
it.
It didn't even work for me.
I enjoy the polls. I really think that's fun.
It's all cool and stuff, but the problem is it takes you away from the TV.
Yeah.
You're not watching the show anymore. I was like answering the polls and like looking at the results and stuff. I wasn't watching the show.
I check. It's my commercial thing. That's what I do during commercials.
So you just go back and like
Well, because each commercial break, like the show time in between each commercial break, they do about 3 polls. And Tim, which was on the show before, made a really good point. You'll get a more accurate result if you wait a while, because if you wait a while, more people have already voted.
that's true. Yeah.
So
but,
during commercials, I'm like, I don't want to see them like advertise this crap, so I just go and I check the polls and all that.
but the whole thing about the smart glass and the story sync and the I think HBO has the same thing going with the tablet and
HBO
extra
Go.
information. It's supposed to be real time, so you get the information for what you're seeing. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this character, blah 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 blah. Oh, it pops up on your screen. You get more backstory and stuff. That it's all pointless because then you're not watching the screen.
Yeah, I have to be fully engrossed in the show.
Yeah.
Well, what about AMC? I don't know if you guys watch their movies on there.
Nope.
AMC with story notes.
Yeah.
They do that on the screen a lot. So, like for example, I was
Oh,
watching
that's cool. I've seen those.
Demolition Man. Yeah, and it's awesome. They like show a little like blurb saying this scene was actually an explosion.
It's like pop up video for anyone who remembers pop up video.
See, I wouldn't mind that as long as it's visually on the screen too. And if they did it after we've already seen the episode, like AMC does the black and white. the
Walking
episodes,
Dead.
they redo it in black and white, which looked like shit, by the way.
It's
It looks
horrible.
bad.
Yeah, that looks
because it
stupid.
wasn't filmed for black and white. So
It was filmed on the old tape though. It was filmed on old real tape.
But also, it looks like they just took it.
and like just like desaturated it.
Yeah,
It
they
looks
put it. They
horrible.
put it in iMovie and
Yeah.
then put a black and white filter
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
And sent it out. 'cause
Yeah,
there was no correction.
You need to do properly. But anyways, if they did that and then did like pop up stuff on the screen though, I don't want it on my phone. I think I'd enjoy that.
Lost did that.
Or like split it and do like as you see like somebody bashing like the the zombie teeth, like when they did the curve stomp. If they show like after like not the main episode but like an extra one, if they showed how they did it, like or or they sent up the dummy.
That was on The Talking Dead though how they did it. That's maybe that's why they're not doing that kind of deal.
I don't have space. I don't have space on my box.
What about
Talking Dead.
what about like a picture in picture kind of deal? Like where kind of like the
Yeah,
main
it's like
screen
it
shrinks
splits.
up and then it gives you information on
Yeah.
the side there. That's fine too.
That's fine.
Okay.
I would be more open to it as long as my eyes don't have to go away from that screen.
Yeah.
If I have to look down,
Just watch the show.
that's fine too. I'm all for watching the show.
I watched the show on 2 televisions, so
You're also crazy, man.
I watch it on an HD LCD and on a tube. I want to see the 4:3 difference.
actually, talking about that, talking about Walking Dead. Did anyone else here see the warning that Rogers was getting rid of AMC?
Yeah, that was just constantly scrolling across my
Do
screen.
you have Rogers?
Nope.
See, I don't understand this. I talked to 3 people about Rogers, and because they have Mountain
But-
Cablevision, which was Shaw, which was bought up by
Yeah.
Rogers.
Who provides your local guys with their programming?
I think he's still local fully.
It's Source.
Okay.
In the Hamilton area, the 3 big, you don't really consider even Cogeco local anymore, but the 3 like local ones besides Bell and Rogers is Source, Shaw, and Cogeco,
But Shaw, which bought Mountain
which was
Cablevision,
Mountain.
which is now acquired by Rogers.
Yeah,
All their assets. So I'm thinking that Rogers blocked that message because I actually sent. I have Shaw in my area, but I have the satellite, and I emailed them and I was like, if you are canceling AMC, consider this my cancellation. Goodbye. And they're like, no, you're good. We're not canceling AMC. It has too high ratings for us. We're not getting rid of it. Don't worry about it. You're good. And they said that the satellite is not being taken over by Rogers.
okay. Were you watching on HD?
I was, and SD as well.
Okay, because what I think it was, I don't know how they embedded it, because I don't get AMC HD. I have to watch on standard def.
Okay.
So they do the full video feed and they have black bars at the top. I
Oh.
noticed though the Roger message was in the black
It
bar
was.
at the bottom.
That's very
So if you're
true.
watching on HD, you're obviously it's fitted properly. So if you're watching HD, people might not have seen that message.
Okay.
If it was embedded into the video file itself, it was just like a bug on screen. Everybody should have been able.
But
to
now
see it.
I have Bell, and I didn't watch it like the first viewing of it. I watched like the second one later on that night,
Right.
and I didn't see anything there either.
But Rogers may have came up. Maybe
And we were
there was
watching on HD.
There may have been a legal concern though. There may be like Rogers came up and said you can't do this, or maybe Bell just said I don't want to broadcast.
Yeah.
This. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was weird. Yeah, it was weird because like I'm a Source customer. I'm like this has nothing to do with me.
Because I talked.
And my sister started to freak out. They're like, she comes, she's like, "Are they getting rid of AMC? Are they getting rid of AMC?" I'm like, no, it doesn't even fucking apply to us.
That's
Get
exactly
the
what
hell
I
out
was
of here,
doing the whole night.
seriously.
Every commercial break, I go over and I'm like Googling. I'm like, you bastards.
it ruined the episode for me because I'm just seeing this text scroll across the screen.
It wasn't a very good episode anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I
Good
don't want to spoil
Lord.
anything, but it was boring. Okay, let's move on to our next story. We talked a lot about the PS4, and there's been a lot of sub-talks between other executives at Sony and the CEO of SCEA, Jack Charton, said that PS4 titles will range from 99 cents to $60. Okay. It's really confusing. Like, are we gonna have like 99-cent apps on
Probably.
the PlayStation Store, and then full retail games, which are $60?
yeah, it'll be like
Angry
Instagram
Birds.
app when you click the share button. It'll be like, do you want to add this effect to your picture?
But
before
now,
you post
does that $60 mean nothing over $60, or was he just generalizing? Oh, it'll be from 99 cents to $60 because they will have free games as well.
I think he's generalizing. I think people. Are
Yeah,
concerned
I
that-
think if there's a price to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I think they're concerned that the new Blu-rays would be like $89.99. That's probably what people are.
Well, yeah,
freaking
because
out
they were
about.
saying with like the PS4, like the new titles would be like $10 extra for
But
whatever
now
reason.
he
Yeah,
basically
I'm not
said they
gonna do
won't
that.
be.
yeah,
I'm not gonna do
So
yeah, he said they won't be.
so it's just to calm people.
I don't see games going over 59. Like I think that's a fair.
69.
There's the I know the Call of Duty titles go to what are they
69.
called?
Sometimes it'll be 79.
I don't know.
I mean,
I've never.
69,
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those-
Sorry.
Those are like the rare exceptions. Other than that, I don't see games going past $59.
Who you been buying Call of Duty from, Marty?
Mm.
Yeah, I got your Black Ops $79.
No, I skipped Black Ops. Terrible game.
No, Black Ops was good, man.
The first Black Ops.
I put it in twice.
World at War and Modern Warfare 3 were the only like really terrible Call of Duty games.
I like World at War, but I don't. It was glitchy. I didn't like it that much. It was a good. I like the campaign. That was it. I'll clarify
Because
that.
I think at this point, even if they came out with a game as good as Call of Duty 4, we would still say it's crap because we're just so used to it now.
Well, I think you should like. I don't know about them, but I would just know. I would just have the next Modern Warfare literally just be the same game and just give us a backpack because that's what it is every year.
I would say scale it down. because Modern Warfare first one was pretty scaled down itself. You know,
What do you mean by scale down? Like,
there wasn't as many like perks and like all this other
Oh,
crazy
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
that they added, and
Back to
gun
basics.
attachments all over the place, and it wasn't as crazy.
I don't like perks.
You don't use them, right? You don't even read them.
I don't read the perks. I don't know what the weapons do. I just put them on and I shoot.
That's why you're our meat shield. You
I
go
don't know
in there
what
and
I'm
take the
doing.
bullets for us.
Aaron's always like, use this perk to counter this problem. I'm like, use what? Where's that? I don't know how to do. I don't know how to make a class.
Kind of a gamer are you?
I don't play. I just don't play Call of Duty. Call of Duty,
okay.
I refuse to read. I refuse.
I can respect that, I guess.
Well, no, you'd be so much better at it. if you
Battlefield,
actually-
I freaking own, like absolutely rape. And Medal of Honor, Medal of Honor Warfighter is a fucking disaster. I go in there and I tear it up.
But I just want to read this quote from Jack Trenton. He said, "I think people are willing to pay if they see value, and if they think there's more choice than ever before. They're going to welcome free-to-play games and games ranging from 99 cents to $60 games."
And in-game advertisements, everybody love those.
You know what? I enjoy microtransactions on every game.
You said that word like 90 times tonight.
Well, you know what? It's gonna come up. Actually, no. I only said it twice. I think it was this guy over here,
Well, just hang on.
Adriano.
We got a story on that, so we'll
I know.
talk
That's what I
about it.
mean. It's anticipation, man.
But also, some more news we learned about the PS4 is that the DualShock 3 controllers will not be supported for PS4. However, the Move controllers will. Not a big surprise, I don't think. Well, the Move controllers are kind of silly, but
Who the hell owns those?
hey, I got 4 of them, okay?
Do you really?
Plus a navigation controller, yeah.
my god!
We've used them all.
Mine didn't work.
Yeah, yours didn't work.
You are the most ideal consumer out there.
Capitalism, man. It's
Yeah,
all, it's all
yeah.
good.
You're like Sony's like you are the symbolic representation of their perfect customer.
If they had bigger hard drives in their slim PS3s back when I bought mine, I'd be buying a lot more downloadable games. But I kind of got screwed over by the 120 gig.
I think
I'd
that
kill for that.
I think that Ryan and I, because I buy a lot of crap too.
I
There should be like a buyers club. You buy crap and you get stuff back for everyone.
no.
still have the old 20 gig Xbox hard drive in my system.
No, good lord.
I have a 20 gig PS3.
But you upgraded to 500 gigs.
Yeah, of course.
But PlayStation Plus, is that what it's called?
Yes.
PlayStation Plus, yeah. If I had a big hard drive, I would be subscribed to that. You get so much back for what you pay.
You know,
Yep.
you could just delete them.
My
Never.
one friend, that's
I
all he
can't
does.
do
He
that.
has a PlayStation 3, and that's all he does. He signed up for PlayStation Plus, and he has nothing else.
You get ridiculous deals on it.
You get friggin' free game. And the
Yeah.
thing is, too, say for example, you download. You know how like the games will be free for like a month.
Mm-hmm.
So he downloads the full version of Payday. Then he downloads another game and says his hard drive is full. He deletes Payday because he downloaded it once, and then like 3 months down the road, it's not free for PlayStation Plus members. It's free for him because he like reserved it.
Yeah.
Is
That's
it true
fantastic.
that once you get rid of your subscription, though, you lose all those free games?
Yeah.
Yeah, you lose like access, but the instant you repurchase it, because he went a month without it because he didn't want to play PS3 anymore. Then he started playing it again, and he got Payday back.
Now,
No,
I'm not sure if you lose access to DLC, but I think you do lose access to the games. Like if you
If you
download
got
a
them for
game.
free, yeah.
If you got them for free.
I don't
yeah.
know about the discounted ones though. What about those?
I think you get to keep those. I can't imagine them saying,
I
you
think
paid for it.
if you if you gave them money, I don't think they'll take it away.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't think there's got to be some sort of legal
But
protection.
it
for the
is an
consumer.
amazing deal. If Xbox had a deal like that,
Yeah,
it'd be
you
ridiculous.
know what
Can
Xbox does?
imagine.
They give you 20 Microsoft points every once in a while if it's your birthday. That's what they do.
That's right.
It's fucking pathetic.
20?
20 Microsoft points. That's like a quarter. That's like
Yeah,
25 cents.
I've
That's
gotten
literally
60
what it
total.
is.
Also, right now,
It is insulting.
I think through the month of March, if you spend $50, every $50 you spend on the PlayStation Store, they'll give you $10 back.
That's freaking awesome. Good lord! Like,
And they have a lot of day one games on there. So if you're gonna download a game, that's $60. You get $10 to spend on something else.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
damn, that's freaking awesome.
We probably argued about price a lot of what we think is a good price for consoles. An analyst is saying that $299 would be a magic price point for PS4. I agree with that, but I don't think it's
Yeah,
gonna be
it's
$299.
not gonna be
I think the
$2.99.
low end model is gonna be $299. I could see that.
Never.
I'm thinking like crappy hard drive though, man. Like and wired or something. Like you know, I don't know if you guys remember, but the original PS3.
They had like old iPods in there just acting as hard drive.
no. But do you remember the old PS3? The old PS3s they had a little media hub for the 60 gig. I don't have the media hub because I have the 20 gig. The 60 gigabyte model that came out had the wireless. I only have wired internet.
Holy crap! This
Yeah,
I
my
didn't even know those,
my PS3, my PS3 has no like the original one had SD slots, a whole bunch of like media hub, all this crap. I have none of that, and I only have wired.
You have
I didn't
4
even know there
USB
was.
ports,
I didn't even
though,
know there
don't
were PS3s
Yeah, I
that
do.
didn't have wireless. I thought every single one had a wireless card.
Nope,
Now
the
it
first
does.
one, the 20 gig did not.
this is when it first launched. So you
Oh,
paid like
man.
$800
I
for
hate
a
wireless internet.
console.
so
That
This is
couldn't do
just as shocking when I found out you could pause app downloads.
yeah.
good lord, man.
I had no idea there were non-wireless PS3s.
Craziness.
But I hate wireless anyway, so I like my wired.
Got a real-time fact checker right here.
But no, $300 is crazy. That's never.
It
gonna
would be
happen.
fantastic, but
Well,
I'm thinking
There's a lot of things that would be
I'm
fantastic.
thinking upwards of 400. And 400 is probably a
I'm
conservative
saying
price.
400, so where it's gonna start.
Yeah, probably.
I'm sticking
What
with the 700.
what was the launch? What was the smallest PS3 model? What was the launch price for that?
$600, I think.
Yep.
$599.
Yeah.
What was the launch for PS2?
I don't remember.
Oh, good lord, I don't
Yeah.
even know. I can't remember that at all.
Can you look that up, Matt? What we
I'll
just-
look it up. Yeah, I'm gonna Google that shit.
Okay.
I'll use my superior iPad.
Get out of here.
Next story covers Killzone, which we saw at the Sony PlayStation meeting. Looked pretty good, I thought. You guys think? Look good?
Killzone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked good.
I really like it because of the story, the time period.
What was it that you mentioned, Marty? You said something about.
It was pretty to look at, but it just as soon as he starts shooting, it just looked like Killzone 3. It just looked like another.
It became a shooter again.
It just
yeah.
became a shooter.
And I was arguing that it's an FPS, and you can't expect it to look like something that's not an FPS.
Borderlands.
Borderlands is an FPS.
I know.
It's just-
I know it's gonna be an
it's
FPS,
more that
but
it's-
you need
It's stylized.
flavor. It can't just be boring. Shoot.
But if you were to just show it, like a gameplay trailer like that, it would look like an FPS. It's not until you actually play it that you know.
Like
fun it
like
is.
like picture Call of Duty, and then picture BioShock. That's like the kind of contrast I'm looking for.
BioShock is an amazing.
But see, this
looking
is a
game.
military shooter compared to, and Killzone is a military shooter.
Yeah,
That's
and
very
it looks
true.
like a military shooter. It just looks boring.
So that's the genre you're buying, though. If you like military shooters like I do, then you're gonna buy Killzone.
It's fantastic.
I just want some flavor, some substance.
And this they're saying that I think Guerrilla Games actually confirmed that this is a PS4 launch title, which can really help them because Killzone has not taken off past like diehard PS3 fans, and
That's
so making this a day one FPS, I think they're gonna sell a lot of copies.
If they put 4 in, right, and the inside 4 a pre-order bonus or something, they give a digital download of the original HD trilogy, because they have the HD
Yeah.
trilogy right now of the 3.
Yeah.
If they do that, I think the series
But wait,
is
do
going to take off.
you think they're gonna start porting over games that quickly? They already said
That's
how
my
hard it is to
concern?
do
I
it.
don't know, but if they do that, that would be awesome.
It could reinvigorate the franchise.
That's my whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I looked up this price. It was $299 at launch.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, and decreased in increments of $50.
Now, what about inflation?
What?
How much inflation since back then?
Well, then again, the functionality of that
$3.99
thing was
Yeah.
useless. The functionality was put a disc in, it would boot the disc.
That was good old fashioned gaming. That's what it was.
I saw
And
I
everything
had
was
my
on the
PS2
disc.
actually
No
set
fucking
up-
DLC.
Set up, ready to go.
The
man.
game you bought was the game you bought.
Yeah, that was it.
And I like how both Sony and Microsoft were like, people don't want to just play games on their consoles; they want to do other stuff. It's like
No.
that's what we used
Yeah.
to do.
We have plenty of other devices
what I
in front of the
still do.
TV that can do that shit we want.
I very rarely
Better,
touch
too.
anything else on my Xbox.
I don't go
or
on my
PS3.
Facebook, my friggin' Xbox.
Yeah.
Well, because you have to go use Internet Explorer to get to it now.
Well, I don't.
It used to be an app, and they took
It was
it
a
out.
shitty ass skim down app. You couldn't even do everything.
Man,
Yeah.
the first thing I ever did, I was like when they put in an Explorer in the Xbox, I was like, I'm gonna try this. I clicked it, it froze. Whole Xbox.
First time I ever launched Crysis, digital download on my Xbox, menu froze.
Damn it. It sounds like my computer. Damn it.
Yep. I'm like, well, this is a good start to the game. If it does it again, I'm not even playing it.
That game's fantastic.
Crysis,
Oh
the first
my
Crysis.
God.
It was weird though. It was weird pacing.
It's weird pacing.
Like you go from on the beach fighting Korean. Was it Koreans?
Yep.
Yeah, Koreans, and then all of a sudden you're
aliens.
like underground fighting aliens. It's just like it was like really quick turnaround too.
I
It was like
hate the
1 second
50%
from that to
point.
that. It's like I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
The swimming is annoying. You're always swimming. You're
Yeah,
floating or
and then
something.
it's literally like 2 feet of water.
Yeah. But one thing though, you're
I
gonna
do like the
hate
guns, though,
Crysis 2 for this. Like you choose your suit modes. The suit modes
yeah.
are more or less automatic in Crysis 2.
Is it Crysis 2 or Crysis 3 that has the bow and arrow?
Crysis 3.
All right.
It's really good. Very good.
Is all right.
What do you guys think about water levels?
Well, Crisis
Everyone
1
seems
was
to
half
hate
a water
them.
level.
They're not fun.
Yeah.
No one's mastered moving in water
It's-
quite yet.
I think because you're moving in like an actual physical 3D space that makes it hard.
The camera's
Realistically-
Like the one water levels that I do like are from like the SNES Donkey Kong
Mm-hmm.
and maybe like Crash, the Crash games from the PlayStation era.
Okay.
Like especially Crash 3. Like those underwater levels I actually enjoy. That's maybe about it.
I really hope they fixed it because I enjoy underwater levels. I enjoy the idea of them.
They don't work.
I like
don't
water
work.
levels
Yeah.
on like Far Cry 3 where you can like go into the water and like sneak into the place and like go up the beach and like you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
That type of idea is cool, but a full scenario in water is boring in my opinion. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. There's a 3DS game where you play as the submarine. It's like a launch day title.
I
right?
actually have that
Yeah,
game.
the submarine game.
I have that game, Steel Diver. I actually like it.
You have a 3DS?
Yeah, I do. You and I street passed, man. Come on.
Oh, okay.
You guys should street pass every time you come here.
At the Fan Expo, we brought it with them.
Yeah.
And then it capped out at what 10?
10.
10?
Yep. I was good 10th or whatever. It's more than I had at the time.
That seems ridiculous.
It's
Yeah.
because everything Nintendo does is like super fun with lots of limitations.
We don't want you having too much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
You need to go do homework.
The next story is the PS4 could allow multiple subscription levels.
What does it mean by that?
I don't know because I was at first thinking, oh, it's like a PS Plus thing again, right? PlayStation Plus thing again. But I guess the president of Worldwide Studios says that Sony could act like a cable TV company, and they would offer gold, silver, or platinum levels of membership.
And this is specific to the PS4.
I would imagine so, yeah.
Interesting.
I
Interesting.
wonder how the memberships are gonna affect the mobile stuff. Like because they have the platform, they have the apps and stuff. Like I wonder if the apps are only accessible if you have like a platinum account or whatever.
I don't understand it though. Like,
Yeah.
what do you get with the different levels?
Man,
Well,
they
back
just
in the-
keep
like
releasing
when
vague
when I first saw that, I thought like first thing I thought was, oh, they allow like two different accounts that have two different level subscriptions.
Okay.
But then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why would that be a new feature? Because you can do that now anyways.
yeah.
Back in the day, Xbox had a platinum.
And then it scared me. I'm like, what if we get to the point where they only let one account on each system, and then you have to like that is something that I see them doing though.
Well,
Well, they'd make more money if they allowed more though.
Yeah. Or we have to pay to have extras.
Some do the Connect
Sponsored
thing.
by
Somebody
EA.
walked in the room, 10 cents, please.
but I don't understand the Xbox one. Like, you have gold subscribers. I've never seen a silver subscriber.
Go ahead.
For downloads. That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, like for me, every year when except for this time, every year when my gold would expire before we did automatic renewal, I would wait and cancel it.
Yep.
And then I would wait for like one of those dashboard deals.
Oh yeah.
It'd be like 30% off gold, and you get like 1,600 points or whatever.
Mhm.
And then I'd do that. So there'd be like a month or two where I wouldn't be
But
gold.
what do you get with silver that you don't get with gold?
Literally
Just
Um,
access to the
the
arcade?
apps. Like you can't, like Netflix won't work.
Wait, you cannot use Netflix if you don't
No,
have gold.
no.
You also can't play games.
online.
Whoa. Yeah, you can't play online stuff.
Sorry, multiplayer games. I
Yeah.
should have clarified
Yeah,
that.
you can't play multiplayer stuff. You can still you can still buy everything from the game from the game store, the browser, whatever.
Yeah.
You can still chat with friends. You can
Not
still
a party though. Only private chat and on silver.
Yeah. What the gold does let you play, it gives you discounts. Like when I had silver, my brother had gold. The DLC for the first Borderlands was 800 points a piece for me. It was 400 for him because
Oh,
he was
jeez.
gold. So I put it in his credit card and made him buy it. And then because they're on the same system, worked for me anyways. And then they don't let you do. I don't know. Hopefully they changed it, but no, you can't use the apps. You can't use like the major ones. Like at the time, Facebook you couldn't use, but now it's a browser anyways. And you can't use YouTube or Netflix if you don't have gold.
Like, I don't even know how you get a silver account.
You just don't. When you sign up, you just don't
So it's
pay
literally just silver account.
silver
Yeah.
account. And then for me, I have to because right now you can't cancel it from the system. You actually have to call and tell them not to renew it. And then when it comes time to, they won't charge your credit
Well,
card.
that's not good.
For me, I had to renew it this time because I was contractually obligated to. Last year, I did the dashboard deal, and that with it, I was obligated to buy it for a second year at full price.
So wait. So if I wanted to cancel my Xbox Live subscription, I have to call someone.
No,
Yeah.
no, there's an auto renew option on the console.
There's an auto renew to
Turn off.
I've never been able to turn off. Every time I try to do it, it informs me just to call Xbox.
Mine just says off. I never set anything though. I always used to buy the cards in the store, and then I.
Oh, you don't have a credit card?
No, I do, but like I used to buy the cards in the store, right? And then I have a credit card now, and then I forgot to grab the card one time, and I wanted to play online with my friends, so I was like, well, fuck it. So I just put my credit card in because I don't like using it. That's the only reason.
Okay, so since your credit card's been in, have you ever turned it off? Have you not renewed Xbox?
No, because I got a free month or
Oh.
stuff from them.
Next time, I dare you to try to not renew it.
But it says
And-
auto
and-
renew off already still. Like it just in the thing it says auto renew not like on not. Like,
Really?
Because-
I've never been able to do it. I've always had to dial a number
That's
to
weird.
do it. I've
when
always had
Xbox,
to talk to
Xbox
somebody.
720 comes out or whatever it's called, I don't want to keep paying for Xbox Live for my old Xbox, but I hate calling people.
You're gonna,
So
I think,
I'm gonna have to call them.
buck up. I think you're gonna have to do
Yeah,
it at least
okay.
once.
Not looking
Yeah.
forward to that.
Maybe I don't know. They for the next system, they really need to stop charging people.
they'll
think?
carry over the account though.
They'll get rid of the account, but I can't see them charging $60 a year to fucking
Maybe
play
they'll
online.
maybe they'll steal the same kind of business model PlayStation has with the PlayStation Plus. Free online.
No,
you
because
can do
they're
all that
gonna
stuff.
do it terribly.
They're gonna do it terribly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Microsoft loves
at least
money.
reduce it to like $20.
Does no one remember the platinum on Xbox Live? The platinum account.
Well,
I
no.
kind of remember that.
I remember
was-
they have platinum games.
It was on launch day. I'm 100% certain of this. I was actually talking to my friend Nathan. You guys know him obviously. Before, and he remembers it too. He got an Xbox around launch time, and there was a platinum account you could buy. And I don't know. I think it gave you discounts or it gave you like a free game, like arcade, something like that. But I remember you would have a platinum status, and it was a platinum account that was gold, silver, and platinum. I think it probably died. Well, it obviously died.
I think you're
Seriously.
from a parallel universe.
That would explain a lot.
Yeah.
That
What the
would-
heck is going on here?
Dude, the other Matt Lawrence, the one that they accidentally got switched, are the actual Matt Lawrence that we know it's huge into Apple.
Oh yeah,
It makes sense.
that'd be funny.
And we actually have a realistic group chat with all four of us instead of text messages over here.
Oh, that'd be perfect, eh?
Wait, what was happening? Text
Because
messages.
we have an iMessage group chat.
Yeah,
That we
similar
use.
to BBM.
We
Oh,
can't add you
yeah.
to that because you have BBM.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Get on an
Oh.
Apple.
When you get your
Even
Mac
I'm
Mini,
bad.
when you get your Mac Mini, you'll be able to have a group chat with us.
Oh, good lord.
Do we need to carry around the Mac Mini with them ever?
Yeah, exactly.
Strap it on my back, man.
We'll create like a harness for you with your Mac Mini in your backpack, and like
And then
a little display
Fold
that
down,
folds
fold
up.
down flaps with LCDs.
Yeah, that'd be really cool, actually.
What was that?
Just said, wow.
I thought you just went, oh.
You guys had there.
We need a power source too, but I don't know what you do for that.
He would have like just two pedals in front of him.
Just walk
You
it.
just
Yeah.
pedal it.
Unicycle.
Yeah, yeah.
Just build an Iron Man suit.
Or the old ridiculous battery theory. You have two batteries and they're constantly charging each other.
I've always wondered about that. Why
Yeah,
can't they
they-
get a self-replicating?
They tried it. It doesn't work.
I've even thought about like having like a two fans, one that blows wind and one that is just the generator that when it spins it charges. So you have a central battery, but then any excess power you generate is what charges something else.
I think me and him had a discussion about this once. I think he was explaining that it exhausts heats too fast. Like it would exhaust more than it would charge.
Yeah, I remember that
so.
conversation.
It would take too much power to spin
It
one
would-
fan than it would generate.
Yeah.
But there is
I-
perpetual motion machines, but they won't consider them infinite energy machines. There are farms apparently on in Europe, that are countrysides,
Mm-hmm.
where like the farm has got like a generator, and the farmer has made a perpetual motion machine. It's extremely precise, right? It has to be perfect.
Yeah.
And he just kicks it up, and it's been running for 10 years. It's still 100% efficiency, and it just keeps running. But because you have to kickstart it, it's not considered infinite energy. It has to start by itself.
yeah.
You
Whoa, whoa,
cannot
whoa.
start it.
It's like the idea of there's no such thing as a free lunch. It's a
Yep.
free lunch to you, but somewhere down the line somebody has to pay for
So
that
you're
lunch.
saying because they had to actually boot it up.
Yep.
Yeah. Like
So
this.
how would you create something that
That's the
would you
whole
just
point.
like you would build it and then it would just work?
Put it this way. I think it's a way for corporations to keep making
Yeah.
just pay for gas.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a legal thing. Like you can't call it this because you had it started in the
Yep.
first
So
place.
now what about this? A water pump. It pumps water through a turbine.
I think it's already been invented.
No, I know that, but it pumps water through a turbine.
Okay.
and then you'd power the pump, but then the turbine generates energy. Would any of that work?
Again, I think it goes back
Slap
to
a
the.
solar panel on.
I think it goes to it would.
With a gas powered lamp on top of
I
that.
don't know.
No,
I don't know. Go get a degree in engineering or whatever and
oh God, no.
try to figure it out.
My brain doesn't have room for that. As much as I would like it to.
Just upgrade, get more space.
That in the future, you will be able to do that.
Have you ever seen has anybody ever watched Curiosity?
I watched it once and I fell asleep halfway through it.
Watch the Can We Live Forever episode with Adam Savage
I've seen
from
that, yeah.
from
That's what I'm
Mythbusters.
talking about, the hard
That-
drive, right?
Yeah, that's fucking scary.
Scary or cool?
Scary.
Why is it scary?
Future's scary.
Yeah. You could live forever. Like somebody alive today could be alive in 1,000 years from
They're
now.
already saying that, yeah.
Like
How
that is
possible.
you could like continuously like regenerate your cells or clone yourself or
Well, there's several,
download yourself into something.
there's several ways. I don't want to get too.
Well, yeah, find the episode and watch. It's very
Mr. House, man.
You know Mythbusters?
I do.
Okay, you know Adam Savage?
I do.
He narrates that episode, him specifically that.
I'll just Google him.
So
then.
he goes through a fictional scenario where it's like 10,000 years in the future and he's still alive. And he recounts all the times when science has prolonged his life.
I think
And he's like half cyborg.
the coolest one is where he rebuilt his hand.
He rebuilt his arm, but then it's not muscle.
Yeah,
So it's like a baby arm. So he's got to rework
it's really
it.
gross. But no, there are like several theories on how to. One is actual scientific methods of regeneration and stopping the cells from breaking down, and you know the cells like constantly split and they can only split so many times. And then there's things that repair your cells as well. Those get greased up and break over time as well. But then the other one is just modern medicine. We create something that can let you live for an extra 10 years. In that 10-year span, we invent something that does another 15 years. And it's just perpetual and just keeps going.
Zombies.
No,
Like
zombies
like
are impossible.
like with just with like better healthcare, even though that's arguable. They said somebody that was born in the year 2008 will live to see the year 2150.
Ooh,
They will live to be 142.
damn. That's
And
pretty nice.
and then everybody else. My nephew was born 2008.
That's cool. Also,
I'll be
70,
dead, so-
the age 70 is now the new 30.
Wait, what?
People at the age of 70 have the same life expectancy as people do 100 years ago at the age of 30.
Yeah.
So like you were dying, you were close to dying at age 30 like 100 years ago.
Oh, yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
But now at 70, you're still kicking.
Inflation or deflation, whichever way you look at it.
Yeah, exactly. Who is excited for Assassin's Creed?
I wasn't until I saw what they're doing with this new one. Even though I
Oh,
still
okay,
haven't,
yeah, that's
still I, even though I still haven't played 3.
But Matt and Marty, how you guys feel?
Two looked good. Assassin's Creed 2. I wanted
Fucking
to- I wa-
pirates, man.
You
I
know
wanted
what?
to play
I'm
that
with
real
Marty.
bad.
I'm with Marty on this one. The series is getting old, man. I'm a massive
It is
fan.
getting old, but it's fucking pirates.
I'm a massive fan. I always buy the like $200 edition of it.
So I'm gonna do that again with this one.
I know. So am I. Just to have them all.
I want an eye
But-
patch with the assassin logo on it.
Oh
That's
my
what I
goodness.
fucking want in the collector's edition.
That's pretty awesome.
Did you hear this, Ubisoft?
Yeah.
Give me money.
I wanted 3 to be the end, and then at the end of that, I don't want to give anything away, but it was like, oh, this is gonna continue.
The story's not over, man. It's not over.
I know.
But anyway, Assassin's Creed.
Spoilers again, man.
So anyway, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. A poster was leaked like earlier this week, and then Ubisoft actually confirmed it. It's starring a main character named Edward Kenway, which I noted was the same last name as your father in Assassin's Creed.
Hathaway, whatever his name is.
Hatham
Hatham. Damn it.
Kenway.
Interesting.
Anyway, this game is set in the Caribbean on multiple islands, and you're pirates basically, from what we can tell from the cover they released.
Oh man, if there was like a Pirates of the Caribbean Captain Jack Sparrow DLC,
That'd be funny.
that would be amazing.
But yeah, the cool thing is about this is like the best part about Assassin's Creed 3 wasn't that great of a game, Assassin's Creed 3, but the whole ship mechanics was pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this game's gonna be, and it's gonna be awesome.
That's why they're doing it.
That's exactly why they're doing it.
Because everyone's like, holy crap, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited. Somebody on Reddit a long time ago said like if fucking Rockstar did with Pirates what they did with Red Dead Redemption,
Mhm.
just like I would give them a blank fucking check and just put whatever amount of money you want on it. That would be the greatest fucking thing ever. Just open world on the sea, do whatever you want.
It's sounding pretty good.
Doesn't sound like an Assassin's Creed game.
Well, doesn't
What,
have to
that?
be.
There is
Okay,
a
Mario,
pirate-
Mario,
so-
Mario,
so-
whoa.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, somebody
You're a pirate now.
somebody on Reddit. Well, that's the whole point of the Brotherhood goes throughout time, and like you adapt to any culture. Somebody read it's like they notice as the Assassin's Creed game go on, there's less and less buildings. Like it's the first one in Constantinople. It was tall buildings, and then you go to Italy, you have slightly shorter buildings. In the third one, there's like just low taverns, and there's barely anything to run on.
it's
And now in the fourth one, it's going to be
islands.
water. You get to swim.
The whole point of Assassin's Creed was all the parkour you could do.
Yeah,
And it's all
now
gone.
and now it's all gone. And then somebody's like saw like somebody's hand drawn concept for another Assassin's Creed. It was like feudal Japan,
Okay.
so it had like a bunch of tall those Japanese looking
Mm-hmm.
arches like
Mhm.
those. That'd be cool.
I wish they did a little more. Like, do you think the final end game will be completely set in modern day?
In the year 2023,
Doesn't exist.
when it comes out,
Yeah.
it is though. It's called Watch Dogs.
Goodness. How about that crazy guy at the Sony conference anyway, who wasn't working for Watch Dogs?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
The guy that set up his game.
Infamous,
for
Second Son.
Infamous, and it sounded exactly like Watch Dogs.
Oh, that's
And
true.
then
He
they
comes out-
announced Infamous.
He comes.
Oh
up
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about,
yeah.
Like people watching and stuff in the
Yeah.
cameras, and then here's Infamous.
Yeah, it's funny because I think I mentioned last week too, but they had like just that strip of light across his face and
Yeah.
everything else is dark. I'm like, all right, Watch Dogs. What?
But anyway, I think that would be cool if Assassin's Creed like did modern day, and you could be in like an actual like city like New York,
That would
Tokyo, something like that,
I would not play it
jumping across buildings and stuff.
Be cool. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
because you're just because the second game kind of ruined it. Where I found out that the Templars and the Assassins fight with little batons. I don't know if you remember that.
What?
In the second game, you start playing like you learn your stuff as Ezio, right? The first time, and then you come out of the Animus and you're like shown that Desmond is learning the same skills.
Oh yeah, in the warehouse.
The Templars attack you,
Yeah.
and you're fighting with little batons.
They have batons, or you have a baton?
They do.
Their security.
Yeah.
They have but they okay.
That's not their actual force. That's their security for that building.
Yeah.
That's not the Templar force.
They still shouldn't have batons.
What do you want them to have?
They're not.
Blades?
They're not. Yeah.
All of them have guns. All of them have hidden blades.
Then
All
it
of-
completely defeats the mechanics of the game.
I'm done with
But wait,
modern.
in AC3, when you go to the Abstergo, do they not have guns there?
Yes, they did
Well,
actually.
there you go. Be happy.
Nope, refusal.
And you didn't play Revelations. 'Cause
That
the
was a
blade-
terrible game.
No, okay,
that was
that was a fucking horror. I agree.
that was a terrible
I
game.
play. Okay, put it this
I
way.
played it.
Title.
I played it for the story because it was part of the narrative, and that was it.
I played it right, and then I got to the part where you started making bombs, and I was like, this seems like the same game, but with bombs.
Oh fuck that!
And I
That was-
literally Googled it, and I was like, and people were like, "Yep, it's the same game with bombs." So I was like, "Screw it." So the night before I picked up AC3, I watched the story notes, figured out that it was really stupid and really boring. And
But
that's-
you also said the hook blade is what pissed you off.
the man that said the hook blade. Okay, put it this way: I played Brotherhood, and I beat that, and then 2 weeks later, I got Revelations because I was late on Brotherhood. That's fine.
took me a long time to catch up to.
It was annoying because I didn't really like Brotherhood that much because AC2 was amazing. So then I put in Revelations, and then I was playing like pretty steadily, and then guys like the hook blade. The hook has two parts: the hook and the blade. I was like, nope, off.
See, the hook blade didn't bother me too much about Assassin's Creed Revelations. Two things really pissed me off. One, the bombs. I like the idea that you can make a bomb. You can create a shell, which does a different thing on impact. You have your contents or the way it explodes and different after effects.
That was
You can
cool.
completely customize your bombs, which is cool. What pisses me off though is, let's say you could hold 4 bombs and you have 3 different models. When you ran out, it wouldn't save that blueprint. I had to remember which
that.
was in each one, and when I go back, it says, okay, design your blueprint and build your bombs. So I would always have to intentionally keep one there. So when I went back, it knew which one was there.
What a pain.
There was no way to like save a blueprint.
That's what the notes are for in the back of the manuals. Remember those?
Yeah, if they
You
came
get-
with a
you get
fucking manual.
Pages of notes. Yeah, they just come with a piece of paper now.
Yeah. That pissed me off. And then the DLC is one of the few times where I bought a DLC. I didn't even bother playing it. I launched it. I'm like, okay, I don't care. About
But you
this
bought
anymore.
the DLC for Revelations?
Yeah, and then
Even
I
if
launched
you didn't like the game, but you bought the DLC.
because for me, I need everything when I go through everything.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm like, as much as like my OCD makes me want to play this, I can't, and I turned it off.
Oh, goodness.
That's one of the few times where I didn't
I
go
gave
through.
up on the first game.
Well, that's because
I very much enjoyed the first game.
I didn't like.
I
Made me
really
get
liked
out
the
of
first game.
Animus. That's so stupid.
Hmm?
It's like, get out of the Animus. Go sleep in your bed. Get back in the Animus. It took 10 minutes to do that.
Does anybody remember the pen? There was a part in the game,
Which one are you talking about?
the first one,
Okay.
where you know what? Okay, this is a massive spoiler, so mute this now. I'm gonna.
For the first game,
For
it's
the
a bit
first
old.
game.
2007?
I'm just saying. Anyway, so at the end of the game, you remember how like all the Templars are gone, and because they're going to go find the apples of Eden, and then like there's all that like you have the eagle vision or whatever in the modern world, and you can see all the writings of like Subject 16.
Isn't that how it ends?
Yeah, but there's a room where it says access denied. In the middle of the game, you could press exit, and what would happen is you would actually walk out of the Animus, and that one guy with I forget his name now, the main guy for Abstergo or whatever.
Yeah.
He was just standing there, and you could walk up to him, click X on him. It was on PlayStation, and you took his pen out of his pocket, and he's just standing there. He doesn't do anything. So then you're like, what the fuck is this pen about? But then you find out that pen is the key, and it's in the middle of the game. And if you didn't get it, lol, redo the game to get this pen in the middle of the freaking game to unlock the door. And you know what's in that door? More bull, like just BS on over the walls again.
Does it reveal more plot, or is it just like an
It's
Easter egg?
more. It reveals more plot, but it's in like Israeli, and somebody translated it online.
Maybe I'll YouTube it.
Cool. It's
It-
an Easter egg.
Yeah,
No,
that's
but that's not an Easter egg to me. Like to me, an Easter egg is something I can go back to and see, or like I could replay that level. And
It
do
is disappointing when you it is time limited. Like when Marty was telling me about the Arkham City Killer Croc one.
Oh yeah.
You have like a small time window of opportunity to go see Killer Croc in the sewer. Every 5 minutes, I would after I did something, even optional or main, I'd go down to the sewer to see if I could get him. And like the one time I didn't was my window of opportunity. I couldn't do it.
See that? Like that drives me
It
crazy.
is
Like,
disappointing, but
if you
they're
could like go back and say replay mission and do it again, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm perfectly fine. I go get my pen.
no, I very rarely even replay stuff. Like generally when I do something,
I'm done.
I don't
Throw
go
in the
back to it.
garbage.
And we have a couple EA stories.
Wow, they're never in the news. This
They're
is
never
shocking.
in the news, yeah. That they're going to announce in the partnership with Microsoft for the next gen.
Makes sense.
That's pushing me more away from Xbox.
I want microtransactions to just to boot my console.
Good lord, man.
I don't know why, but I just imagine like the next generation of consoles. It's like a motel sex meetup between EA and Xbox, with like Sony watching in the corner.
Oh, goodness.
That's what I envision for the whole next generation.
Okay. And
Moving on.
This is the topic I wanted to get to, but Matt mentioned it 20 times throughout the podcast. That EA says consumers enjoy and embrace microtransactions.
Hey, I enjoy paying $60 for a game, then paying $60 for microtransactions so I could win the game, and then paying $60 for DLC.
But you're admitting this. You're serious, right?
No, I'm not- I'm
I don't
not
know. I don't know
serious.
if you're serious. Like, that's the thing.
I'm sarcastic. I am perfectly fine with DLC.
I think you should work on your sarcasm.
Sarcasm's broken.
DLC is acceptable to me because it's optional. But the fact that I can go on Battlefield 3,
Do you not remember Assassin's Creed 2?
I don't buy the DLC, so what?
It goes missions 1 through 11, or chapters 1 through 11,
Right.
and then it goes to 14, and 12 and 13, and our DLC. You can skip it and go to the end.
I'll admit that
but
was
there-
stupid.
There's
but,
missing chapters in the middle you have to buy.
but okay, this is the main problem here. Is on
They
Battlefield
probably
3,
just took them out too.
Yeah,
they did, yeah, they just
Yeah.
cut them out.
and they're all glitchy too when I fucking download them. All right, continue.
They were on Battlefield 3. It takes a long time to level up in this game, and I think it's max level 50. I have like 60 hours on. I'm pretty good at it, so I
You said you raped earlier.
freaking raped that game. Okay.
Now you're pretty good.
Anyway,
Don't say rape again, please.
so anyway, that's why I was trying to rephrase it, but it was never mind. So anyway, I level up like a decent amount, but I can't play it all day and every day. So I have like 60 hours on it, and I'm like level 32 now. I think I just checked on my phone, so I think I'm like level 32. And for some reason, I can just go online, pay like $5 or $10, and be like, and it's called the shortcut, and I just unlock everything. Max rank. There you go.
Good stuff.
That's stupid. There's no sense in ranking up now.
The only time I do microtransactions is if I really like the game and really invested into it. And that's not a lot.
But
Like,
would
like
you
in
do a
terms of
shortcut
EA
like that?
games.
No,
In terms of EA games.
Would you do a shortcut like that?
No, I would never.
Because that's the equivalent of just, an AC3 or AC4 or 9 or whatever the hell it's going to be. Click on the button, pay $3, see the last cutscene, turn it off. Like,
I spent $20 to buy Burnout Paradise on PS3, and it automatically unlocked all the cars for me, so I didn't end up actually playing the game.
Going back to Assassin's Creed Revelations. That's what the DLC did for me. In the game, you have 5 in the Animus Limbo Purgatory part.
right.
You have 5 gates, which are like portal-like puzzles, and every 20 things you collect in the actual Revelation world, it unlocks it. And I only got 1 by the time I was in the end. You buy the DLC, which I did halfway through for some stupid reason. It automatically unlocks them all. I'm like, okay.
But Marty, you actually didn't play that game
No, I didn't play it.
because all the cars
there's
on
no
others.
fucking
All the
progression.
progression was gone. now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If they're just
idea of that
handing stuff
game
to you,
is
there's no
slowly
point.
Unlock the cars, and now they're already unlocked.
Well, that really sucks.
Well,
man.
Ryan, remember you and I were talking about this with Nathan and them on Xbox the other day. Nathan says he likes prestiging in Call of Duty, not because he loses his guns, but because he likes having a fresh slate to level up again.
Yeah,
Now it's like, oh, here's $2. Like, come on.
because that adds like play time to your game. You know, if they want you to keep playing your game, don't just give them handouts. You know, have something like where you prestige and it starts you over. Then you have something to work to.
They have their money.
People, I remember people on
They
Call
don't
of Duty,
care if you ever launch it again.
people on Call of Duty 4 and stuff would get to 10th prestige, so you can't prestige anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they would actually make another gold account to play again, so they could start at first prestige on another account.
Oh,
I remember
goodness.
that on Call of Duty 4. Like, are you kidding me?
That's a bit ridiculous.
That's crazy. But the point is, like, people like progression, and then that ruins it.
Okay, let's move on to our last story, and this one makes me very sad, and it's just a rumor that Star Wars 1313 is put on hold. This makes me
Like Battlefront 3, huh?
Everything else is delayed. I don't care.
Well, no. What makes me angry? What makes me sad and angry about this one is you probably all know that the acquisition of Star Wars by Disney, basically Disney has now put all other Star Wars franchises on hold, and they're focusing all their efforts towards the new movies.
Yeah. The one thing that really disappointed me when I heard that news about Disney putting everything else on hold was they are not doing any more theatrical releases for the movies.
3D, right?
Yeah. Which I didn't want to see in 3Ds. I just wanted to see New Hope, Empire, and Return in theaters again.
Yeah.
And now they're not doing it.
I hope they pick it back up at least, because like me and my sister were prepared. We were going to go the first day because you got the special little 3D glasses. We got the Darth Maul ones. We were going to collect them all if they did it for every movie. I don't know if they were going to, but if they did do that, we wanted to collect them all. And then now they ruined that.
Yeah. I was really looking forward to seeing Empire.
That's what happens when you're.
The worst
company gets
part
bought.
is the only movie they released is Phantom Menace.
Well, I don't know if they're gonna, because in the Flixer app they still have a release date for the other two. So I don't know if they're still gonna do it and not do the original trilogy.
Well, no, because they had posters made up and everything. They had release dates done.
That's why someone tells me they're still gonna do number 2 and 3.
Just not the original.
They're not gonna do the original trilogy.
And they when they showed it at Celebration, they said the 3D for episodes 2 and 3 looked a lot better than it did for episode 1. Because they were getting better at 3D-alizing them. I don't know what you call that.
I'm not a big fan of that. If you didn't shoot it in 3D, it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But like Adrian said, it wasn't for the 3D. It was for the movies. We
Yeah,
wanted to go see the
like for
movies.
me, I wasn't gonna go see it in 3D. I was just gonna go find a 2D theater.
Just use your modified 3D glasses so you can watch it in 2D.
You just take one
You
lens
just
out.
take
Yeah,
the
or-
one lens from
or-
each. And
yeah.
then make them.
Wait, what? What do you do?
You take the left lens from 2 pairs of 3D glasses, put them into one glass, and it's not 3D anymore.
That's awesome. I like that. That's cool.
That's how they do the split screen on 3D television.
Well, I made the joke about Phantom Menace is that the 3D was so bad in Phantom Menace that we basically paid to not see it blurry. You paid extra to not see it blurry. So
Funny.
yeah, it says September 20th, 2013 for episode 2, and then October 4th for episode 3.
We'll
See, they
see.
still have a listing for it.
We will see, I guess.
I don't want to fucking see it. I just want to. And Paranormal Activity 5 is coming out in October.
Man, Paranormal Activity 4 was horrible.
That was the first one I didn't see in theaters.
Oh, damn it. It was bad. The first one was really good. The second one was fantastic. The third one was good for story. The fourth was like, what the hell am I
Third one
watching?
was not good for story because it did not canonically make sense at all.
Yes, it did.
No,
Okay,
it
hold-
didn't. No, it didn't.
All right, please
Was that the
proceed.
prequel one?
It is a prequel one,
I
and,
thought it
and,
was-
and it broke a lot of things.
What did it break? Spoilers. Continue.
Okay.
Doing a video game podcast.
in the first 2 movies, they constantly talk about a fire. They're always constantly
Yes.
there was a fire. There was no fire in the third one. In fact, if you go watch the original trailer for the number 3, it's a completely different movie. There's a fire, and most of the climax of the movie takes place in their original house. They never go to the relative's house.
Now hold the phone here.
And
Didn't
in
they
the
say-
original movie, Mika makes a joke to what's her face about her mom. He says something about, oh yeah, there's a ghost here. She's like, we probably shouldn't invite your mother over anymore.
I actually, yes, I will. Yeah, because the mother is technically alive, supposedly. But the mother's dead in the prequel. So was the boyfriend.
There you go.
Okay, the boyfriend's fine. I don't
The
care
boyfriend's
what
irrelevant. But
I thought that they said they torched the house.
wait, in which movie?
I thought they said at the end of the movie that the cultists had torched the house.
At the end, the number 3?
Yes, I
I
thought
don't
they
even
said
remember
that.
that.
But even still, that doesn't make any sense because the girls or whatever, like the sisters, don't remember going to the grandparents, and the grandparents, like the demons following them, and they like know it's there.
Yeah. What I will admit though is with number 3, maybe the fact that the memories could have been suppressed, or made like the only way that it can explains it all is if their memories were suppressed, and for number 1 and 2, when they're older, if they're not remembering what they were supposed to remember, and that would make sense if they were like a cult.
They
That's
were a
the
cult,
only
they
way
were
it
sure.
explains it. But if you Google the original trailer, it is a very different movie. Like 70% of the stuff in the original trailer isn't even in the movie, and it's a very different movie. There's
how
a
did-
fire. They're in the climax is in the actual house, and you know the psychic guy that they come and ask to
Yeah.
bring in the house. He gets possessed and he gets thrown around.
I actually remember that trailer.
Go
now.
watch it. It's a completely different movie.
Now that's for the third one, correct?
Yeah.
Now a question though for the end of it, how did the mother die again? The mother figure.
I think.
I know the. Oh, she was just on the stairs. You don't know. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that.
She gets. Oh yeah, she was.
She got pushed down the stairs.
No. Yeah, she was literally. It looked like she was standing there, and then as you got closer, you realize she was just levitating there, and then she literally just gets tossed down like a rag doll, and that's it. You don't see her move again, and then the boyfriend gets killed, and then the grandmother walks off with the 2 daughters.
His spine snapped. That was nasty.
And in the first 2 movies, the 2 sisters, or the one sister was saying that a lot of the paranormal activity happened to the girls as kids. It happened to one sister only. She says the other sister didn't really experience stuff, or she didn't really acknowledge it.
yeah,
But both sisters acknowledged it
but
and got attacked in the
well,
prequel.
the for the third one, the only thing that the older sister, from what I remember, got attacked was remember her hair got fucking pulled.
That's a
like-
big thing.
And then she with the babysitter, she was hiding in the bathroom, and Toby was like fucking going crazy out there.
Yeah, like the third one, I'll admit, like the creepiest part was at the end when he's literally first person view and he's walking into the garage and he
Yeah.
flips on the light, and then it's
Like-
like cultists are just surrounding the house. I was shitting my pants for scares. I think number 3 is probably the
What the fuck would you
scariest
do
one.
in that
I don't know.
situation? You'd be fucked.
I'd probably just find a knife and off myself. I'd just find a corner
Yeah,
and just.
I'd kill myself.
fucking kill
because
myself.
You'd be screwed.
But when you compare it to the other 2, it canonically does not make sense.
I'll
And then-
admit that now.
And then
I'll-
and even Xbox when it came out, they did their because all 3 movies jump back all over the place. For the price of all 3 movies, they have a version of it where they put it all in canonical order. Where they played number 3 and they take out the snippets and they put it where it's supposed to be. Which I almost wanted to watch, but I tried to go online and find a pirated version of it and I couldn't find it.
That's awesome though. So they actually show the house is burning and
Yeah, go watch the trailer. It looks like a completely different, looks like a director's cut, and that looks like it should have been what the story told.
then the fourth one was just a disaster.
Fourth one, I don't know. I haven't even seen it.
It's not good. It's nothing. It's
I heard Xbox has a pretty big play in it though. They advertise the Kinect pretty damn
Yep,
good.
it's
They
like-
they,
it's
they
like-
use the track of
this
ghosts.
is how the Kinect works. The Kinect shows out
It sh-
tracking balls.
Yeah, it shows like tracking balls on the wall, like it floods the living room, and then they use it later on to show like a ripple effect of like a ghost walking around.
It's the story revolves around how Hunter and the sister disappeared.
Yeah, I know that
It revolves around
they
that.
come up later.
The ending was fucking creepy.
The ending of the second movie, when it flashes back, and like it shows Katie just sitting in the living room,
That was fucked
and
up.
like and it just tied both endings together. I'm like, that is genius. I'm like, I got so excited for the third one.
Yep, and then they messed it up.
Yeah.
Damn it. They always do that.
And you liked it 5 minutes ago until I broke it, until I shattered your world.
Ruined it. Damn it. I have it on Blu-ray too. That's
I enjoy the third one. It's very scary. I like the pacing of it. They really fucked it up with the story.
Yep, I didn't realize that.
Unless you go with, oh yeah, they're cultists, so they suppress their memories and they don't know what actually happened. Then
so
then
fucked.
everything's explained.
Cultists are so fucked.
It is. Have you guys seen the third one or any of them?
I seen the original cut of the first one.
Holy crap!
I still haven't seen that.
It's much better. It's 10 times.
I've
better.
seen them both. It's fucking terrifying.
There's like 3 different known versions of it. The theatrical one is like redone by advice by Spielberg. So they say like that's gonna be much more successful if you do that like that.
I saw the one before it was released in theaters.
Yeah.
When it was still in festivals.
And apparently there is a 4th one, a very rarely seen 4th one. Apparently only random theaters in Canada got it.
Was it the one where she smiles at the end?
No.
That was
There's the 3 main ones where like she kills herself, she sits there and then she disappears. Like where she literally just rocks there for days. There's one where she gets where she kills herself, and there's another one where like the police come in and they accidentally kill her.
The one where
Those are the 3 different.
Where she's rocking bothers me.
Yeah, there's 3 different ones of those. Apparently, I don't know where I read this. Apparently, there's a secret 4th one that random theaters in Canada got,
Damn it,
and not a lot of people have seen it.
bastards. That sucks. I kind of want to see that now, but oh well.
Yeah.
Ryan Johnson, do you have an addition to this conversation? Just kind of sitting there.
No, I don't.
And that was our rant section.
Yes.
Oh, do we have a legitimate rant section?
No, we don't rant because Matt. It was about the microtransactions, but Matt took that all by himself.
I'm sorry.
But we do have a request from a
Fan.
a fan.
Yeah,
It was a fan.
look at that.
This was on our Facebook, so if you have suggestions, feel free to post it on our Facebook or tweet at us. What's our Twitter handle, Matt?
At day 1, number 1, at day 1 patch.
Okay.
We should just flash it on screen. You know what you do? Let's make a new title card for the YouTube and literally just have those sitting there.
Yeah, we can do that.
That
we
works.
have to do it now. We mentioned it.
Consider it done, people. On the next episode.
Okay, this is from Tim, and he says, special request. I understand that Assassin's Creed 3 features Mohawk hero who speaks the Mohawk language, and that language-speaking advisors assisted on the game's development. And he asked us to talk about the merits or demerits of cultural authenticity in gaming, the inclusion of various races and ethnic culture figures in video games, either portrayed as good or bad, and the characters' voices and their perceptions, or evolving perceptions of various people with mainstream society.
It's a lot to process.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with the first one: the merits or demerits of cultural authenticity.
I think it's cool.
I think it's needed because the one thing that really pisses me off about movies and probably in video games as well is that they have information that isn't always necessarily true, whether
Titanic
historical. Well, that's a stretch because no one cares except for Neil deGrasse Tyson.
And everybody cares about him.
Yeah, that's true. I love him,
Tomb
by the
Raider
way.
stereotypes is bad too. The Tomb Raider stereotypes aren't very accurate.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But in Jurassic Park, velociraptors are not as big as they showed them in that movie.
Aren't they
They're
really
about the
tiny?
size of like turkeys.
But then again, wait a second though.
Steven Spielberg liked the name Velociraptor a lot better than the actual name of the dinosaurs that are that large.
That's what I was about to ask. Was it changed because of a name?
Yes.
What were the actual names?
I don't remember, but it wasn't Velociraptor. And what this does is
Bitchin' name.
everyone probably thinks Velociraptor, holy crap, as tall as a human with claws and can kill me. When in fact Velociraptor is a little feathered chicken, essentially.
Probably still kill you.
I wouldn't go
Probably.
near it. I
Fucking
would not go near
ostrich can kill you.
it. Any dinosaur could kill you.
Ostriches are scary.
Almost any animal can kill a human. It's just that we have tools that finally got them off our backs. So
I don't know what tool to use against an ostrich.
Shoot it.
anything. You just
I'm
bash
fucking
it
scared
with
of my
something.
cat if I can't find it in the shadows. Like if my dark house, I'm like, this cat's gonna fucking jump out at me.
A cat could kill you.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
If you're sleeping there at night, it just bites your neck.
Yeah,
You're done.
You're done. Or just scratches you up. You're fucking
Poisons you.
Okay, so the first one was about
Authenticity. And Matt, you brought up the Tomb Raider thing. Tomb Raider released on the 5th, and what we're hearing about some of the characters in that is that they're racial stereotypes. So I don't think that's right.
All different ones too.
Yeah, yeah,
Like distinguished British guy,
yeah.
angry black woman.
Yep.
Something else, I forget.
The
Stereotypical Scottish guy.
Scottish guy
Yep.
who was very
Fucking
stereotypical.
huge mutton chop.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing, okay, specifically though about Assassin's Creed 3 though.
Yeah.
Like, was there any controversy with that? Like, was it inaccurate that they were like the language he was using, or?
As far as I could tell, it was accurate Mohawk. From what I know.
Okay.
I don't know a lot of
I,
Mobile.
I recognized a few words.
Okay, because specifically though, like Ubisoft with the Assassin's Creed series, they thrive on accuracy when it comes to like every enemy, every major figure that you killed in that game, they've died at that time in that place.
Or missing.
Not necessarily by obviously an assassin,
Yeah.
but like
Maybe.
maybe we can't prove that it wasn't. But like every person you kill, they died at that point at that time.
Maybe Ubisoft knows the real story.
Yeah. So, that'd be tough. Oh, man. But so I would like I don't see Ubisoft being lazy on that. Like they would
Yeah,
probably go full stretch and get the accurate language.
And like the longhouses were all pretty accurate and stuff. The little village that you live in was all essentially accurate, from what I know. And I do think it should be taken better care of in terms of other games, with cultural.
I know the biggest complaint about like cinema in the States is they'll crucify anybody, like any movie, like when they import it, they'll redo it. But then like anytime they have like an American actor doing like a German voiceover, they'll just botch it. Like what's his face in X-Men First Class?
Fassbender. Michael Fassbender.
No, the enemy. Start naming off actors in First Class.
I know who you're talking about.
Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
When supposedly, I'm not a linguistics expert, I don't know German, but apparently when in the beginning when he's speaking German, like apparently he's just botching it completely.
Oh,
Like he's literally
don't
just
think
like
he's a good
spitting sounds out, and apparently that's okay because who cares?
Well, Americans are.
But if it was the other
don't-
way around, like if they had like a really foreign guy impersonating an American accent or playing American, like they get crucified and they get
Although they
blasted for that.
seem to do a better job at American accents. It's especially British guys, but
Yeah.
it's
I
easy to
love it
do.
because when I watch Doctor Who and they have like an American scene, or when they went to New York, it was all filmed in wherever the fuck they film it. They just had, dude, you know who they had to play a New Yorker? Andrew Garfield for Spider-Man.
yeah.
He was playing a New Yorker and
Wait,
he was
wait,
doing his American accent.
He's American. His parents are British.
But his native
So he has
is-
a British accent,
yeah.
because growing up with the parents. Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. But like they had that was I'm like, oh, well, it makes sense that they took him.
Okay, so the second part of this, actually, there's three parts. Second part is the inclusion of various racial and ethnic cultural figures in video games as either the bad or good guys. Now, I don't care whether they were bad or good. It's just when we keep seeing consistent bad guy of that race is what's bad to me.
Nazis.
Scary Russians.
Well, yeah, but
The Russians always attack the United States in Call of Duty.
I heard someone say something that was pretty funny. Is like there's like three things you can kill in video games: not Germans, Nazis, zombies, and robots. Those are the three things you can kill in video
I haven't
games.
killed a robot in a long time. Oh, Borderlands.
There's a lot of robots in Borderlands, weren't
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Op 4.
Ninjas.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
What about it?
Medal of
Well-
Honor, they have like Taliban in the story, but then when you play against the Taliban online, it's Op 4 opposing force.
Because remember they said we're gonna in the multiplayer you'll be Taliban, and everyone went angry and got crazy and said, "Well, you can't be killing the Taliban, or you can't be the Taliban killing American troops."
Yep, America cannot be the enemy in any video game. I don't think it's legal. I don't
think-
think it's
No,
legal.
it's not. It's not. That's because that's impinging on free speech.
Yep.
It's not. It's a culture thing. It's a Yankee thing.
I know in Modern Warfare 2, you could just go through the airport mowing down innocent people.
That was in Russia.
That's because you were.
That's in
That's because you
Russia.
were killing Russians and you
You
were.
were
Russian.
yeah.
Yep.
And that was a very controversial
That's why you could skip
segment as well. You could skip it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think in Europe and like Russia they have games where you were killing Americans? Do you think they do that?
No, because they probably redo it like they redo everything else for an American audience.
Although I know China created a video game, military video game. Like the government created it. I think even the U.S. government created military games as well.
it. Yeah, America's Army.
Yeah.
It's free to play. It's really bad.
Of
Well,
course,
okay,
the government did
it's a simulator. It's actually really good if you like simulators, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
I feel like they say it's simulators when it's a shitty game. They throw it on there. They say
No.
it's a simulator. That's why it's bad.
Yeah, it's too complex. It's just they try to put too much in
They're
it.
like they're like watching the reviews from like major websites. It dips from like a 6.0 to like a 5.9. All right, it's a simulator. Yeah, no, it's weird though, because like if it was you as a U.S. game developers, like it's like, yeah, we can shoot whoever we want.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as you flip it around, it's like, no, you can't shoot us. It's, like, it's just that it's that American way of thinking. It's like it's just their center of attention. It really pisses me off.
Okay, and the third part is what these characters' choices say about perceptions or evolving perceptions of various peoples within mainstream society.
I need that explained.
I'm having trouble myself.
You should probably gone through this before.
Okay, wait, hold the phone here. Read that again.
What these character choices say about perceptions or evolving perceptions of various peoples within mainstream society.
Oh, that makes sense. So basically, I think what he's trying to say is, like, I'm going to use Tomb Raider again, because we're percepting those people in those stereotypes. Like, I might see that, not know a lot about Scottish people, and now think that Scottish people are like that stereotype.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. And like I guess you mentioned the choices they make. If they're making like culturally stereotypical choices, I guess.
Yeah, and then it's furthering the stereotype.
Like we said in Tomb Raider, there's the angry black woman. I mean,
yeah,
that's kind of a racial stereotype that they're putting on there, which is kind of bad.
Like, so. Yeah, exactly. Like, they can't.
Yeah, but everybody stereotypes everybody.
But do you think it's good that video games are doing this? Because there's the whole thing about video games and how much they embed in young people's minds.
No, because they even stereotype in Far Cry 3. They're crazy people in the jungle. Like, there are tribes in the jungles, like in real life.
Yeah.
And of course, they do the stereotype of them being a crazy cult trying to kill each other with some ceremonial blade.
Mm-hmm.
So now people who may go to tropical countries are going to actually be afraid, possibly, of like these things. Because like, we see these in movies, we see these in games. So like, now people are going to be afraid of these other people, and they don't. Maybe they're a little bit frightening because they don't. I think
if it takes the point of realism, like, yeah, games can be violent, and are they realistic? So I think the same thing can be said about stereotyping. If it's so far out there and so far ridiculous that you're like, this can't embed onto somebody's subconscious that they'll go out there and think it.
Well, no, I use that as an excuse for racism now, though.
That's a good point.
Are you saying like because they blame video games for guns? Are they gonna blame video games for racism now?
We can be, this person's racist. It's not gonna impact anybody. It's a game.
Most games you're not being racist, or no one's being racist to some other race. There's
a good argument that somebody posed. This isn't mine. This is from Red Letter Media, if anybody goes there. His recent review of Scary Movie, it was one of the parody movies. Mm-hmm. He said there's a difference in being racist or being stereotypical or laughing at stereotyping. He says a perfect example is Borat.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at first I'm like, I want to see how he's going to justify this. But he actually did a pretty good job. He said, you have somebody, he's stereotyping somebody from Kazakhstan. He's like, but that's not what people are laughing at. People laugh at when he makes fun of Jews. Specifically that they turn into bugs and he throws money at them. Or the parading of the Jew every year. And they had a giant, exaggerated Jewish head with the demon nostrils, and the mother Jew lays an egg, and all the kids bash it. And what he was saying is people don't. And what he said was like the one time an actual Jewish people or Jew couples on the screen is they're the nicest people in the world. They have running in, and they're very open, and they share their home. Besides Sacha Baron Cohen, him actually being Jewish, says what that proves is that you're not laughing at Jewish people. You're laughing at the stereotyping of Jew. That there are actually people out there who believe that, and there are nations out there that believe that they're the demon, and they just want money, and that's what you're laughing at. That you're laughing at the fact that people think this, not that Jews are like that.
I guess all three of the movies he made in that same style are kind of the same thing you just described, right? What was the one where what was the second one he did?
Bruno,
and then
I didn't enjoy that one as much.
The Dictator is making fun of the stereotype of Middle Eastern dictators.
Yeah, I'm not.
Essentially.
I'm not like when it comes to the Borat one. I'm literally just re-summarizing what Red Letter Media said about it. But like that really made me think because every time I watched, I never really thought of it like that, and it's like So
Yeah, but
take that and apply it to video games.
But if you see it a lot, like if you always see like a certain race of person always be like really violent in every game, in like every movie, and maybe in real life you don't see that. Consciously, you know it isn't true. But if you were to say walk by them on the street, subconsciously you're going to be more wary of them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and I'll admit I'm guilty of that too. After watching meteorite footage of Russia, you know what I've been doing when I've been driving? I've been watching people on the sidewalk. I've been really scared that people are going to throw themselves in front of my car and sue me.
See,
get a dash cam.
I'll admit I'm guilty of that. I would watch people and be like, this guy's going to fucking throw himself in front of my car, Russian style, and he's going to sue me.
Russian style.
Yeah. And that bothered me. But it's all because of that video.
Okay, well, I think we'll leave it there for tonight.
Was there anything else to that comment?
No, that was it. Answered all 3 of his questions. So, yeah, again, feel free to post any suggestions you want, any topic you want us to talk about on the show, on our Facebook, and we'll see if we can get to a few of them at least, if hopefully we don't get overloaded with comments. But at this stage, I don't think that will happen. Remember to like and subscribe.
Crash.
Like and subscribe to our YouTube page, which is youtube.com/day1patchpodcast. And follow us on Twitter at day1
yep.
podcast.
Hey, it's installing finally.
There what patch, not podcast.
Oh, sorry, Patch. And like us on Facebook, Day1 Patch. So we'll see you next week.